What's up, traders? Welcome to the trading channel. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about the euro dollar and the Aussie dollar. The euro dollar has actually just come up to a level of resistance that we pointed out in last week's structure-based trading episode 8 video. If you'd like to see that full video, link will be in the description along with in the top right hand corner of your screen. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about what happened at that resistance level and also what we think might happen later on this week and into next week here on the euro dollar, along with the same type of analysis on the Aussie dollar, pointing out the key levels of structure and how I plan to take advantage of the market at these key levels. So if you're interested in seeing that, then make sure you keep it locked through the intro and disclaimer. Click that like button for me, click subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the other side. Welcome back, traders. So we're going to start off today's analysis on the euro dollar, and what we're trying to do in these structure-based trading videos is actually point out these key levels that the market has respected out on higher time frames multiple times, like on the daily and weekly chart, because these levels are more likely to be respected on our trading time frames as support and resistance. Now, it's not necessarily a great strategy or a great way to trade to just trade support and resistance. You can get yourself in trouble just placing random limit orders at places in the market that have been respected before as support or resistance. But if you have a certain technique or a certain strategy that you can incorporate these major levels of structure into, then it can be very beneficial for you to check out these videos. So make sure that you are subscribed here to the trading channel in order to keep receiving content like this. So as for the euro dollar, this is a pair that we did take a look at last week in structure-based trading episode 8, and we discussed this 1.189 area as a resistance level and as an area where we expected the market to push into and possibly see some resistance and fall from. And guys, as you can see, that's exactly what's happened. We've had a pretty nice little drop here from that area of resistance of around 200 pips. And the reason we expected some type of fall from this area, guys, is because this was our next level of major support out here on this time frame. So we had to look back pretty far to find a level of support that could possibly turn into resistance. But if I zoom the chart out, you can see here circled in this black line that this was our next level of support that could possibly turn into resistance on the euro dollar. So with that being the case, waiting for the market to get to that level, and we ended up taking targets off on a long trade that we had previously using a flag pattern in through here to get involved long on the euro dollar. And if we drop down, you can see that there was actually a possible entry right at this area. So let's take a look down on the 1 hour time frame. So guys, an example of using a technique or a strategy at these major levels of structure would be the fact that here at this level we have a very nice double top. So let's say someone has a double top and double bottom strategy. Using that strategy out in the middle of nowhere where there's no other structure looking left is probably not going to be a very profitable strategy, but it makes a lot more sense to trade things like double tops or double bottoms at major levels of structure. And as you can see, guys, here at this level, the 1.189 level we discussed in structure-based trading episode 8, we did end up getting a nice little double top scenario, which could have made for a very nice trade. So that's what happened on the euro dollar. That's in hindsight. That's trades that have already taken place. Let's take a look at what could happen next here on the euro dollar. So if we zoom back out to the daily chart, you can see that we have pushed down from that level of resistance, and our next level of support is down at 1.1615. Right in this area is the level of support I'm talking about, guys. And so our next move on the euro dollar here at the trading channel is to wait for a push down into that support level and to see if we can get some kind of entries and some kind of opportunity there. And also, knowing that we just pushed pretty hard off of this resistance level, I think we can definitely see a test of that level. And what does that tell us? If we expect the market to get here, but it's here right now, what does that tell us? We have a short bias at the moment on the euro dollar, meaning we're expecting this market to go lower before we push higher. Now there's a possibility that we do push higher, maybe even get back to this 1.19 area, maybe even push above it to the low 1.2s, but for now we have a short bias on lower time frames because of this situation. So how do we take advantage of that? Well, we go down to a lower time frame again, and we prepare for the next leg down. So the way we do this is we're waiting on some type of entry reason to go short here. That can come If you've seen a few of our other structure-based trading videos, then you know that we wait for certain entry reasons on the way down to this support level. We've had some impulsive moves down so far. That leads me to believe that we'll continue down to this level. So I'll be paying attention here on the 4-hour and even down on the hourly chart for some reasons to get involved, going short on this euro dollar. So that's what I'm looking at, and that's what I'm looking for at the moment here on the euro dollar. And of course, if we do push down, let's say we don't even get an entry reason, instead the market just pushes straight down to that 1.16 zone, then I'll be looking for some kind of entry reason to push up from that zone, being at a major level of support. Now let's zoom back out to the daily chart and check out the other levels we'll be paying attention to. It is possible that we break below the 1.16 area and we make it all the way down to that 1.145 zone. And that's the next place we'll be looking for an opportunity to go long as a major level of support here at the trading channel. Now, if we get a retest of our resistance level here at 1.189, then we'll look for a opportunity to go short. And if we bust above that, the next level of resistance we'll be looking at is the 1.204 zone for opportunities to go short here on the euro dollar. So that's what we're looking at here on the euro. As I said initially, and for the time being, my bias is short on this pair. I'm going to be looking for reasons to ride this market down to the 1.1614 area. And if that opportunity presents itself, it's something I will be taking advantage of. So that's the analysis breakdown here on the euro dollar. Let's go ahead and move down one more pair and check out what could possibly happen next for the Aussie dollar based on this structure-based analysis. So here we are on the Aussie dollar chart, and as you can see, similar thing happened last week here on this chart. Market pushed up into a major level of resistance, barely got touched there, and then pushed down. And we actually talked about this 0.789 zone right here at our first blue line being a level of possible support, but there was no type of entry reason. And that's something that's very important to remember, guys. These levels of support and resistance are not beneficial unless there's something that happens on a trading time frame, even something you've prepared for, a strategy or a technique that you've tested in the market and that's proven to be profitable at these levels. That's what we're waiting on here at these major levels of support and resistance. We're not just looking at these levels and when the market gets there, placing a trade. That is a very easy way to lose an entire account, because as you can see, the market pushes around these levels and goes above and below them, and without an entry reason or some kind of strategy at this level, you could be looking at a lot of losses. So for the Aussie dollar, what we're going to be taking a look at is where the market is right now is a major level of daily resistance that could turn into support. So as the market keeps pushing down here, we'll actually be looking for an opportunity to go long at this level. And let's go ahead and drop down and see if we're getting any kind of opportunity on a trading time frame. Nope, it's a little bit too early here, guys, to be looking for any type of trading opportunity. So over the next few hours and possibly even a couple of days, we'll be seeing if this market consolidates here or starts to put in some type of entry reason to the long side at this level of support. Other than that, our blue line above here that's been broken is now going to turn into resistance. So if this market decides to push up, what we'll be looking at is a resistance level at 0.7896 in that zone, and if we break above that, we'll be looking again at our area of resistance that's already been tested and proven to be a major level of resistance, because it did push this Aussie dollar down in a major way. And that'll be the next level of resistance around the 0.80, 0.806 zone. It's going to be a pretty large zone there that we'll be looking for short opportunities on the Aussie dollar. Now, as for our next level of support, it's pretty easy to spot. As you can see, these multiple resistance levels in through here. That's where we'll be looking for our next long opportunity if this market does break through where we are currently. If this market does break through the 0.7808 zone, like so, then this is the next spot, the next area, the next zone that we'll be looking for a trading opportunity on the Aussie dollar. So currently on the Aussie dollar, I am going to have a long bias. I'm looking for long opportunities only on the lower time frames, on the trading time frames, and this is going to be counter trend, guys. I know here on the daily chart we're definitely in an uptrend, guys, but if we just zoom down to one time frame lower, which I use a 4-hour, you can see that this market has been breaking through support after support and creating lower highs as well. So we have reversed and began a small downtrend here on the 4-hour time frame. So if we place a trade on the 4-hour and hourly chart, it will be a counter trend trade, and we'll be looking to take targets off pretty quickly, and we will not be looking for a move all the way up for our first targets. Now that would be a good spot to look for second targets on a trade if we get one down here at the 0.7808 area. But as for first targets, we'll be looking for something much smaller on this counter trend opportunity. So guys, that's what we're looking at this week and going into next week as well on the euro dollar and Aussie dollar. If we get some kind of trading opportunity on either of these two pairs, I'll go ahead and record that and post that as well. So make sure you're subscribed here to be alerted when that video comes out. Make sure to head over to thetradingchannel.net and enter your email address here if you're interested in receiving more free educational material that I don't provide here on YouTube, as well as receive alerts on these free educational videos I do provide here on YouTube first. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then make sure to click that like button for me and share this video. If you're interested in furthering your Forex education, links to the EAP training course will be in the top right hand corner of your screen, along with in the description below, and you can learn more about how we provide education for traders through that program. I wish you all the best of luck on all your future trades, and I'll talk to you guys soon.